Okay, so your boy, he used to be a software engineer, and then he got laid off. But when he got laid off, he had a wife and a kid on the way. So now
He actually has a kid, so the
he had
kid's
a
right here.
kid. Okay, so the kid's already here. The kid's already arrived on Earth, and
Yeah,
now
it's on
he's
Earth.
stuck in the all American trap, right?
Yeah, yeah. So
And
the way you say all American trap, I
all
think that's a
American.
thing that all America should adopt as far as terminology, because
Yeah, people don't know
everybody
what
thinks
the
of,
American trap is.
everybody's trying to live this American dream. They want a family. They want
A
kids.
dog and a
They
picket
want a
fence.
place to live. They
Yeah.
want cars. They want a decent life, right?
Yeah.
But everybody's struggling right now, and even if you make even like say $100,000 a year, I still think that with today's financial situation that we're in, especially in California with super high rent and super high prices for housing,
Yeah.
everybody's living this
That's lie.
this lie, and then
Just say it. Just
when you
say it,
think you
Andy.
made it, yeah, when you
Just
think you made it, I think what you said earlier, the American trap, is definitely a real thing. Um,
there's the All American Grand Slam. You can always get that at Denny's. And once you leave Denny's, the All American Trap is right there waiting for you when you leave the door. You know.
just to say you bring in $5,000 a month.
Hmm.
I mean, your rent is $2,000 a month.
That's
Speaking
half.
of California, still,
That's
yes,
half.
it's $2,000.
If you're
You
lucky,
still need to
that's
buy
half.
food.
If you're lucky, it's half. You forgot about
Yeah, I
property
mean,
tax. You forgot about HOA. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, exactly. So you gotta pay your huge expense just to have a place to live. My friend that lost his job, yeah, he had a wife and kid, and it was a stay-at-home mom and taking care of the kid. So he was covering all their bills and living in an apartment. And then when he lost his job, he came to the realization that he might not ever even be able to save up for a house at all. He's just gonna all his money is just gonna keep going towards rent.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly. The
and
wife and kid depletes all the resources of
yes,
the male,
yeah.
basically. So when you're trapped, and you haven't figured out your next 10 years, and you just plan for the next two or three, you're preparing yourself for the all American trap, you know.
Well, the trap really is if all your money is going into bills that just to survive, and you're not saving any money, you're never going to own that house. Um, and as soon as the first major disaster, financial issue happens,
Or even a
it's
natural disaster, you know,
yeah,
like
even natural
coronavirus,
disasters.
like
Yeah,
coronavirus.
exactly.
Like,
So like that, Texas had their power grid shut off, and now that people are paying astronomical electricity prices. Um, you live this trap that you think that you're doing okay, but as soon as one emergency happens, it just destroys you financially. The Tiger King, he's like, I will never financially recover from this,
yeah,
and this is 100% true for everybody out
it
there. There's
is,
a
it is, it
possibility
is,
that
it is.
if you get sick or someone in your family gets sick and you need to help out and stuff like that, it can deteriorate your everything that you gained, right?
Yeah.
Everything that you saved up for.
Unless you have a strong foundation, unless you have a strong family, it's hard to clap back or recover financially
Well,
on your own.
yeah.
You're gonna be
Uh,
taking out loans left and right from banks, opening up unnecessary credit cards. Your credit's gonna tank, and you're just gonna deprive yourself of the luxuries that people that play the game right and and created life by looking 10 years forward instead of just like a couple years, because things change every day. Life is like Street Fighter, you know. It's like a round of Street Fighter. Your life depletes every day. Every day, your life depletes, and you got to recharge for that second round. But if you don't got that second round in you, like it's tough.
Even so, I mean, like, you could think of people that got cancer, right? Or they have a family member that got cancer. All the money that you have, even if you have health care, by the way, you're still going to be paying so much money out of pocket. If you don't have a decent paying job, or even if you have a good savings, it can deplete all that, and you can just end up back to square one, no matter how rich you are.
Yep.
So I guess I should say no matter how rich you are, because there's going to be a point where you're going to be so rich that you can't afford it and still live comfortably. But for the most part, I think even if you have $100,000 in the bank, all the bills can take that away. Actually, another thing too. One of the guy I used to know, I posted on social media that he got coronavirus and stayed in the hospital for 7, 8 days. But his bill was like over $100,000. He had to start a GoFundMe. Like, if you had $100,000 in the bank and you had to pay that bill immediately, all your savings just went to there, right?
You didn't have insurance?
So, I don't know if he did or not. I doubt it. Or if he did, he might have not good insurance. But I think just for the most part of this is that even if you have $100,000 in the bank, you get coronavirus and you have to stay at the hospital for 7, 8 days, it's gone. Right? You were saving up for your American dream, and now you don't have one.
Corona just took
don't we get like a second chance or something? I don't know.
Yeah. There's no second chances. There's no second chances.
Well, if there is one, you have to make it. You have to create it.
You have to create
no one's going to give you anything.
Woo!
Yeah.
Woo! Good luck. Good luck with that.